With the COVID-19 cases reducing exponentially, the government is considering to reopen further the economy. Top on the agenda is whether to reopen learning centers across the country amidst the pandemic. Earlier this week, Education CS George Magoha hinted that schools might be reopened soon, a move that has been received well by university students.
We are happy to see that it looks like the curve is starting to stabilize. If the curve stabilizes and flattens within the next 14 days, the government is alive and awake. We shall come back with a new roadmap.
However, education stakeholders led by Kuppet Secretary General Akello Missori says reopening schools earlier than January 2021 will be like adding salt to an injury.
Because even if it opens today, the new normal is that we must have schools with proper infrastructure like running water, there is space for establishing social distance, and there is provision of masks. These things are not there. We have not seen the brisk action from the Ministry of Education to ensure that we have got prefabricated classrooms or dormitories to cater for the high numbers in secondary schools. So that is a major challenge.
University students under the umbrella of University President's Council of Kenya says closure of schools have contributed immensely to some of them taking unwarranted decisions.
We will not listen to anything other than opening up schools because children are suffering. Watoto, they get a lot of pregnancies which are unexpected.
So we have submitted a copy to Honorable Florence Mutua and we demand that they take action. However far we hear that they are on recess, they should take action because this is where dreams are. They should call us very soon and we discuss this issue so that we go back to schools.
We are the stakeholders in the education sector, but nobody has consulted any education person or any student on what the students are going through at home.
Health Ministry earlier this week suggested that the country's COVID-19 graph could be flattening, further heightening expectations that the government could shift its hardline position regarding resumption of learning. But Missori says decreasing cases of COVID-19 should not excite the government in rescinding decision to open schools earlier.
What we think and what we hold to be controlling us is registering zero infection rates among the population. But if this thing is not yet established, you remember even countries which had already gone through the same phase like the US, students who are already in university are registering a spike in the infection. So Kenya cannot risk.
Education CS has also hinted of tertiary institutions reopening in September, with other schools reopening before January should there be a continuous drop in COVID-19 cases.
It's just the way we are spending the money.
Milek Senya for Brew TV.